Hi guys, it's April. I'm a little early today, but there is a very good reason for that, and mostly because I have to be done before noon. It's a very complicated reason. Okay, let's see if I can get this tweeted out. Maybe. But hi Melissa. Let's see, tweeting. Let's see if I can get the chat up. Maybe, possibly. Hi Elizabeth. Okay. So I'm starting just a touch early because I really want to get this page done with you guys, because I just realized that I haven't done the September page for this coloring book, and this is literally the last day of September. Whoops. I was originally going to color a unicorn, but then I remembered I have to color in a guinea pig. And since I have to leave around noon today, we're just gonna bump things up a little bit. So I already have a whole slew of colors. Is it focusing? There we go. I have a whole slew of colors that I want to start out with for this coloring, but it might deviate vastly as I get going. Let's see if I can remember what order I even had these in. I think that goes with... There we go. Maybe, possibly. Let's see. What is... That's the yellow. There we go. Okay. So those are the colors I'm going to be using. And of course, I'm going to start out with these blues and these blue-greens. So I've got B52, which is soft greenish blue. I have B95, which is like grayish cobalt. And then I've got BG18, which is teal blue. And so this is going to be more of my accenty color, because otherwise this is a very nature fall theme that is oddly appropriate right now, because this is how I feel every time I go outside, and it is amazing. Let's see if I can stop my hand from shaking. May have had some giant sips of coffee before all this started. So how is everybody's week going? It's kind of weird after not live streaming last week and coming on this week. I feel like I've missed so much. And thank you guys for understanding missing last week. It was one of those things that completely slipped my mind. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to go. And I forgot about scheduling my life. So that is kind of what happened there. Hi, Kimberly. And if I miss you guys, I'm getting used to this new setup. I've got a smaller screen in front of me. And so sometimes I miss what is going on in chat. But other than that, my week has been going pretty well. I'm loving the cold that is coming through right now. And the best part about all of it is that I get to start putting sweaters on the boys. And it's amazing. I'm not sure they appreciate it, but I enjoy it probably way too much. And then next week, I've got my Get Graphic Readathon started. So I'm itching to start reading some of my books, but I kind of got to finish the books I've already got started. Which maybe that'll happen, maybe that won't happen. I don't know. I want to use this one. So yeah, I'm really excited because, of course, tomorrow is the first day of October, which in my opinion is one of the best months of the year. Because you've got everything starting to turn colors, you've got the cold coming in, and then of course, you've got Halloween, which means my house has been decorated for Halloween for the past month, not gonna lie. But I was trying to be, you know, kosher about it. And so it's basically the inside that has been decorated for the whole past month. But tomorrow, I get to bring the stuff for outside out. And so I get to hang up my ghost and all of my cobwebs and all that other kind of nonsense. So I'm super excited. And then I'm also going to decorate my bookshelf. So that'll start being seen in videos. They always get dressed up. I do need to find good outfits for the boys, though. Because, I mean, I got several outfits that I've got for the girls, but I don't know. What should the boys be for Halloween? I keep calling them bat dogs because of their ears. Just kind of like stick out ridiculously. Whew. Get some shadows in there. Sorry I'm not overly chatty today. Do you ever just like wake up and then just feel like really lethargic? I'm having one of those days. Kind of got a little bit of a fog going on.
I blame the weather.
Yeah, and it might be a little bit of the weather because it's so like dreary out. It's been misting for the past 2 days. So, but I mean, this is the kind of weather I love. It's the weather, you know, you just want to sit down with a book, pass out on the couch as you attempt to read said book, eventually give up reading said book and just accept passing out on the couch. But I do have my pumpkin spice almond milk with me right now. tried heating up in the microwave. It's not too bad. Granted, I probably should use a smaller mug so that it stays warm longer. Because right now we are in the basement. And this basement isn't a warm place. I mean, it's definitely warmer when I've got all these lights on. And oh my goodness, that is what I don't have on right now. How did I forget that? Sorry guys, I just realized that half of my desk lights are not on. Is that any better? It is for me. I don't know if you guys notice the difference. Hi, Sky. Yes. I hope that's better. Maybe. Possibly. I feel like it's better. My hands are shaking so bad today. That's okay. You don't always need to color in the lines. You can fix that later, right? Well, thank you, Kimberly. Yeah, like I said, I mean, it might just be that my camera is doing the light balance for me, so it really doesn't make a difference. But so I'm trying to do some fall-inspired colors, a little bit outside of my comfort zone. I mean, not extremely outside my comfort zone, because obviously I had to bring my teals in. But I feel like I'm keeping it more of a muted blue than it is a teal. Oh, goodness. Me and my husband just finished binge watching the second season of The Good Place. And oh my goodness. Part of me wishes that I got NBC so that I could see it air live, because I need to know things. Well, thank you, Melissa. Yeah, like I said, I'm trying some things, because normally I wouldn't mix these kind of colors together, because I'm so used to picking colors that are all in the same color family. So I usually blend like just the E's together, or just the B's together, or the BG's together. But I'm going a little crazy today, because obviously here I've got B's and BG's. And then for some of these leaves, I'm going to be a little bit more all over the place. We're trying something new. That is, yeah, that's what I wanted. Okay, what did I read this week? I just finished reading the graphic novel version of Redwall, which brought back so many childhood memories. I used to love that series growing up. Hadn't thought about it until I like randomly found this graphic novel at the library. It makes me wonder how many books ended up in that series. I should go back and look, because I feel like it was a really, really long series. And at the time, those books felt massive to me. But, you know, you can't really go wrong with animals that act like people, right? Talking animals are my jam. And I'm officially not going to say that anymore because that was just awkward coming out of my mouth. Yep, there are. The blues I am using, okay, so the lightest color I am using is the B52, which is the soft greenish blue. I don't know if that can focus, maybe. And then the middle color is B95, which is the light grayish cobalt. And then the shadow color is the BG18 teal blue. Hi, Alyssa. Predator Omnibus. Concrete Jungle. Nice. What are you looking for?
Oh, Fia's here.
Oh, is she? We have a cat. Let it be noted. Why are you down here when you can have a nice warm blanket upstairs? You are silly, cat. To each his own, I suppose.
Being stared at.
From the window? Well, I think a lot of the times when I start these streams and I just start randomly talking, all of the animals start to realize what's going on. And so they slowly start to congregate in the basement with us. I'm trying not to color in those circles, but like I said, I am just a little shaky today. I'm not entirely sure why. Well, it's funny because Fia isn't really one that, she's a very independent cat, let's put it that way. So it's only at certain times of day that we actually see her. And apparently Sundays during stream times is one of those times. Okay, so we've got this little tiny little guinea pig. He's just like a little baby. I had an epic train of thought, but I officially lost it. There we go. Ta-da! Okay, I think for now, do it, Kimberly. Which is probably a good time for me to grab a big old sip of my delicious looking latte. I don't know why I decided you guys needed to see that. Like I said, my brain is weird right now. Not that it isn't normally weird, it's just extra weird today. Okay, so do I want to color the trees first, or do I want to start doing the leaves? Let's do the tree. Why? I don't know, because I feel like it. So for the tree, I have E99, which is baked clay. I've got E37, which is sepia, and then E18, which is copper. So, I don't think I'm gonna have a rhyme or reason to the way I do this. And then I might pull the black out for the tree holes. That is really adorable, Elizabeth. It's kind of funny because Fia's usually the one who helps me do the wash. I don't know why, but she likes to follow me into the laundry room. Everybody else is kind of unimpressed with what goes on in there. And I think half the time is because when I'm pulling things out of the dryer, she wants to jump in the laundry basket with the dry clothes. Which honestly, I don't blame her. Especially right now with the weather as it is right now. We have one of those Dyson air purifiers that heats and cools in the guinea pig room. And then we don't have the heat on in the rest of the house yet because, of course, next week it's going to go back up to possibly the 90s, which is slightly ridiculous. But that room, the guinea pig room right now, is ridiculously warm. So whenever I want to thaw off, I just walk in and hang out with the guinea pigs. Oh, I have to watch that, Melissa, because sometimes, yeah, when I'm pulling the stuff out of the dryer, the girls will jump in. So before I ever close the dryer, I always do a check. I keep telling my husband that we need to get bells for the cats. But the thing is, they don't wear collars. So I don't know how we would attach said bells. But it is definitely something that should probably happen because the number of times the cats have snuck past us when we're trying to make sure the cats and dogs don't collide in an epic battle of anger and confusion. I don't know what you would call that. Because there have been several times where I've told my husband to let the dogs go because the cats are nowhere in sight, only to turn around to see the cat like standing literally right next to me. I'm like, where the heck did you come from? But we're getting to the point, at least with some of them, where it isn't so bad. They can walk past each other without much care. Which is good. I mean, we did have a minor incident yesterday where Fia lashed out at Gillyweed, but none of us can figure out why because she was behind the baby gate. I'm like, that dog can't even get you. What is your issue right now? I think she was just having one of her moods. And I suppose that's fine. And I've kind of resigned myself to the fact that, you know, this might be our new normal, and that's okay. Because, I mean, at least everybody's civil with each other most of the time, and I don't really expect them to be best buds, though that would be epically nice. But we've come up with a system that works.
Stable, yeah.
So. So those are our animal woes right now. I don't know if you guys really wanted to know all that. It just kind of came out. But yeah, I think next month, ooh, excuse me, I'm gonna start breaking out the sweaters for everybody. Have the daily fun time of deciding, oh, hello, good morning. Deciding what everybody's gonna wear. This is, oh, I'm losing my voice. I don't know why that's happening. Excuse me. This is the Magical Guinea Pig Coloring Calendar for 2018 by Katie. She has a beautiful Etsy store, and I believe she's in the middle of coming up with a new coloring book. So she's not going to do a calendar for next year, but all of these pages that I've been coloring all year, I believe she's going to be putting in this calendar, or in this coloring book that she's going to come out with fairly soon. Oh, animals. I like it, Elizabeth. I like it a lot. I'm trying to give, you know, the wood grain some depth on these trees. And right now, I know it looks kind of horrendous, but give me a chance. It'll work itself out, I promise. It's the thing I love about alcohol markers is you can just keep on like working different areas and changing up how all the layers and such look. Just kind of blend everything out. Hi, Katrina. See if I can get. I'll come back with the light one and just go over absolutely everything. That way you have some like variance in the tone of the tree. Kind of like that. I don't know if you can see the the difference on the, here, let me, hold on. Excuse me, chat. Can you get out of my way so I can zoom a little bit? There we go. Bring you guys in a little bit closer so you can see what's going on. This is just a black. Out a little bit. Otherwise, that's going to be a really, really harsh line. Which is not at all what I want. I'm kind of like that. Then we've got this tree over here, which we will do just like we did the other tree. So what are you guys coloring? Or what are you guys reading? Or how is all of your lives doing right now? It's kind of an open-ended question. But throwing that out to the universe. Because I went kind of silent there. This first layer, putting down this first layer is always so sloppy. And it drives me nuts a little bit because you can see all the lines and I have to remind myself that you're going to be putting a whole ton of other layers on this, so it's not going to matter fairly soon. Oh, that's exciting, Terry. Well, tell your daughter happy birthday for me whenever it's her birthday. How is that book, Katrina? I keep seeing that one absolutely everywhere. Is this the right color? No, that's the too dark. Oh no, Elizabeth. I am so sorry. That's scary. Well, I hope they figure things out. We'll definitely be praying for you guys. Ooh, what kinds of cards are you making, Kimberly? I think the dog upstairs is dreaming. I'm hearing groaning noises.
Feeding went up there. Might be her.
This was a distinctive dog grunt. Right now we're trusting all of the animals to not be watched. We'll see if this ends in bloodshed. Oh, happy birthday, Kimberly. I did not know that. That is exciting. Hi, Angela. Okay, so you're liking the wife between us. Or the wife between, yeah, it's life between us, right? Life. Life is the thing that happens to my brain, and therefore I can't talk. It's fine. And I have sort of kind of contemplated starting my streams a little early, just because I am up so much earlier on Sundays anymore. I don't know. It's something I'll probably think about. I don't know if I'll do anything about it just yet. So I won't go updating my schedule, but that's just a possibility that's out there. Either that, or I'll just, every once in a while, I'll start a little earlier than normal, but otherwise keep my normal time, depending on what I want to color for the day. Because honestly, I'm kind of getting back into a coloring kick. There was, most of this month I haven't been coloring, which makes me a little sad, except for on these streams, but yesterday I just went to town. My normal time is at 11 Central, so I started about a half hour early today. So I'm not thinking about starting like at a ridiculous time, but maybe like a half hour early every other stream, or just when there's a certain thing that I'm coloring that I want to give myself extra time for. Or something like that. I don't know. I have these random thoughts all the time, and sometimes nothing comes of them. So that is just a thing that went through my head. Yeah, like I said, maybe I'll start streaming at like 10 or 10:30. Like I said, this is nothing formal. So, and of course, I'll always let you guys know when I'm streaming on Twitter. And I didn't do Instagram today, but normally I do Instagram as well, because I know the YouTube notification system isn't always the greatest. So yes. But the thing is, I am going to a baby fair this afternoon. And no, I am not pregnant. So nobody get too excited. I am going with a close friend of mine who does newborn photography. And so we're gonna check out all of the newest trends and things. And we've decided to alternate who gets to claim to be pregnant, depending on, you know, which booth we're at. So that's kind of why I needed to start the stream a little bit early today because I need to get lunch before we go, and then we need to drive to the next town over, which isn't very long, but still, sometimes 45 minutes feels like a long time. But the exciting news is, since we will be out there, I will be going to Dick Blick, and you can pretty much guarantee that I will be buying something I don't need. But that's just kind of how I roll. I was at Hobby Lobby and Michael's yesterday, and I didn't buy anything. Can you imagine that? I'm in Nebraska, Angela. Right smack dab in the middle of the U.S. Nice, Kimberly. Yeah, I mean, I keep looking at Blick's website, and of course they've got a clearance going on right now. Such a dangerous place. So I'm just going to give in to temptation, and I'm going to go visit. I mean, so my friend, she's also getting married, and so she wants to pick up some stuff for her wedding. And I kind of put in some subtle hints that, oh, maybe we can go to Dick Blick to find the right color pens for all of your stuff. And yep, that's a thing that happened. So now I get to go to Dick Blick. But yeah, I mean, I was contemplating picking some stuff up from Hobby Lobby, but I decided to let my friend use my coupon for some of her wedding stuff, which, I mean, I'm not mad at her for it. I mean, I offered it to her. So, yeah. It kind of kept me a little bit sane with my money choices. So, yeah. That's a thing that happened. Yeah, that's kind of how I am, Angela. I wish we actually had one in town so I didn't have to drive so far out and make excuses to go out there. But at the same time, it's almost a little better that it isn't right in town, because I'm pretty sure I'd be there like every day, which I think my husband might take all of my credit cards and debit cards and cash away if I did said thing. Which would probably be for the best at that point, but still. You can't revoke the access to my PayPal. Okay, is this 18? Yes, it is. And I think I'm going to use these same browns and such for the squirrels and for the guinea pigs. Just so I can keep the coloring cohesive. Ooh, nice, Elizabeth. Yeah, I didn't really... Okay, that's a lie. I did get something from Michael's. Like, Michael's is the one place I did get something from. I got this cute little kitten skeleton standing on top of a couple of books because I can't help myself. I adore Halloween decorations, especially when they're skeleton cats. Okay, and I'll probably try to keep these fairly light. I don't want them to be nearly as dark as the trees. Oh, that is so dangerous, Angela. Yeah, we live kind of outside of town. So if we ever really want to pick anything up, we have to make a conscious decision that that's what we want to do. I didn't necessarily pick out a pink, did I? We're going for it though. Maybe I'll make his nose black. I have a tiny little black nose. A peeping raccoon. Does it at least wave at you before it runs away after peeking in your window? Books A Million. Oh my goodness, I haven't been in a Books A Million in ages. Forgot they were actually a thing, because we definitely don't have a Books A Million in town here. We'd have to go, once again, the next town over, because that's where everything's at. Blend those things out a little bit. Like I said, I'm trying not to make him too dark. At the same time, you want to add a little depth. Get rid of some of those streaks. Feel like I've made them too dark. You know what? We're just gonna roll with it. It's fine. It'll balance itself out when I add some of the yellows and the oranges. I promise. Promise. That's at least what I'm telling myself right now. I'm gonna color his nose black. Here we go. He's just so cute. Don't know where that came from. my goodness. Raccoons. Raccoons are something we don't necessarily have in this area. I mean, I haven't seen any raccoons. Yeah, we mostly have possums.
Yeah.
We have a lot of possums and a few foxes.
And rabbits like crazy.
Well, yeah. Rabbits pretty much own the area.
I did see that coyote a couple months ago.
Oh, I forgot about him. Okay. Oh goodness. What is going on with the what is the thing? Did yours go black?
Yeah.
Oh. Ah. Stupid fudging phone call. Good grief. Okay, well, let's see if I can fix this. Because, I mean, I can see... If I make everybody dizzy, I apologize. You guys are going to see me real quick. Can you see me? No? Still black? Ah, why? Why, YouTube? Why? Okay.
I see your logo in the bottom corner.
Well, that's not anything.
No.
That's an overlay that's added.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, that's not cool, YouTube. Okay, so what I am going to do, what time is it?
11:19.
Okay, so I'm going to stop this stream and I'm going to start a new one. And then we'll finish up in that new stream, unfortunately. I think that's what is going to have to happen. So then the new stream will probably be about a half hour or so, but we're going to get this figured out. So I will shut this one down and then start up the new one, and I will see all of your beautiful faces over there. And hopefully this works. Fingers crossed.